Hello and welcome. In today's exciting episode, I thought I'd do a behind the scenes one where I show you all the preparation that goes into making a tweed jacket before I even start to think about filming them. Perfect jacket. Happy December, yay Vlogmas. I hope you're not too stressed with all your holiday shopping and constant parties that you have to go to or politely get out of. Okay, so I'm in the middle of making the pink tweed jacket, but I thought, and I do have to do a few more hours on that today, but I thought this morning that I would, well, you're seeing this tomorrow, but yeah, I thought I would do a few hours of prep and show you all the work I do to a jacket before I even start filming a jacket and how to make a jacket video. If you haven't seen one of my how to make a Chanel style tweed jacket videos, I'll put a card up in the top right hand corner and you can just watch your little heart out. They're about as interesting as they sound, just informative rather than super entertaining. But yeah, so when I make my jackets, because I want mine to last a long time and I don't want to have to keep doing maintenance to it and keep fixing it, I don't want it to droop, I put a structural layer on it. So these are the tweeds that I'm going to make in December. And yeah, before I even start filming, I have to cut out the structural layer. First, obviously, you have to decide what type of pattern you're going to use. I have two go-to patterns. One's the Vogue 7975, which is slim fit, ultra slim fit. It's sort of Karl Lagerfeld era Chanel, whereas this one, the pink one, is more a vintage Chanel sort of baggy cardigan. Not baggy, but yeah, it's sort of relaxed fit, I would say. So that's the one I'm doing all these tweeds in, the winter tweeds in, because I've got lots of ultra slim fit jackets, tweed jackets, but I only have about 20 of the, so I have 80 of the ultra slim fit and maybe 20 of the relaxed fit. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I inserted a picture of my yellow floral jacket because you see how the sort of middle's missing out of that jacket. The green, this blue one is a Vogue 7975, so I'll put that to the side. I'll save that for spring or summer. And the black ones are the standard vintage Chanel style, and the green ones are backing for like that yellow flower one that I just showed you. They've got that middle section sort of missing out of the front of the jacket. What it is I just sort of cut the front center panels at half size rather than full size. And yeah, just because this black and green fabric here, it's so bulky. I mean, I love it. It's gorgeous, but it's so bulky. I'm just going to look like a walking hedge or a walking Christmas tree. So yeah, I think if I use this, the sort of the style of jacket where there's the front panels don't meet, then at least you can see that there's a person underneath and that I have some shape. So yeah, I'll be using the black one, the standard, meets right in the middle for all the other ones. But yeah, I'll be using one of the green ones for the black and green Linton tweed that looks like a really fluffy Christmas tree. So these are the ones I'm using. So if you didn't count, there's 4 other tweeds, and then there's one of the special tweed. So what I have to do is before I'm just going to sew the front and the side front panels together so that then I can lay them down on the tweed and cut them out as one big piece. So what I have to do is also, because I'm going to heavily bead these jackets, I'm actually using 2 layers of structure rather than just the one. So yeah, I sort of have to pin 2 front pieces to 2 side front pieces, and that's the left side, and then I have to do the right side as well, and I have to do 4 sets of the black and 1 set of the green. So this green, it's just a sort of, as I said, it's quite hard to cut out and to work with. Once you've sewn all the pieces together, it behaves incredibly well. But yeah, just to start with, it's chaotic. It's it's quite a challenge to work with, but you get gorgeous results. So I consider that it's worth it. If you do have trouble pinning them together around the bust, you can just clip the curves, because yeah, what you have to worry about is the seam line matching, not the edges of each piece. And also and then once you pin them, then you sew them together. And I find that using contrasting thread helps me, just because when you use black on black, it's really hard to see, and no one's actually going to see the structural layer. So yeah, I find it, because I'm just doing so much work for each jacket, I just, yeah, I use a thread that I can see, just because it helps me. I feel like it's easier to work that way. So that's what I do. And a few people have who've worked with net before, and you know, they make classical ballet costumes and things, are like, I've made tutus. That stuff is so sharp, and if you cut it with new scissors, yes, it is very, very sharp, and you will injure yourself. But I find if I use an old pair of scissors that are quite a little bit blunt, then they're not quite as sharp, and it's easier to yeah, work with it without injury. So that is my pro tip. And yeah, once you've sewn them, the next step is to open out the seams, and you have to stitch down the seam allowance on either side. And it is quite difficult to do, because this is a robust textile. You're using it because of how supportive it is. So yeah, I have to do that to all of those ones there. Once that is done, the next step will be to choose silk for each, to go with each of the tweeds. And then I'll have to cut out, sew together, and then hand sew all the silk linings for every single one of the jackets. And then, and only then, will I be ready to start filming the actual process of making each jacket. These are my silks. These are the only ones I have left. I've sort of been trying to use up all the silk that I have in my stash. And you might recognize the Marc Jacobs daisy print, blue and beige and white. I bought this, it was in my fabric haul from Mood Fabrics, and yeah, they have quite a few ex-designer stocks. So if designers do a season, and then once it's sold and it's time to stock the new season, then they sell all the fabric that they haven't used. So you can get some really cool fabrics. And yeah, so the other one is a tweed print, and that's another New York designer. And this one is a squiggly zigzag in sort of magenta, pink, apricot, those sort of colors. And then this one is another silk chamois, and I just love this color combination. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is another silk chamois, also from Mood Fabrics, and in that fabric haul. I guess I'll put a link up in the right corner to that fabric haul. And then last but not least, we have the neon one, and I just think that one is hilarious. I love it so much. And there was a plain blue silk chamois in there as well. This one is a crepe, which is slightly, it's lighter, and it's a little bit cheaper, and slightly less durable, but it's still a silk. So, I mean, yeah. So these are the fabrics. So now I'm just going to match them. The daisy one I actually bought to match a specific tweed. So that one, that beige and pale blue tweed, is getting the Marc Jacob daisy. Then next we have the Italian tweed, and I am tempted to go with the tweed print, the New York designer one. But I don't know. I think there's other tweeds that I have that are black and white that can't go with anything else really. So, ooh, this is a gorgeous combination. I did not know these two would go so well together. I was thinking the neon one, but oh, it looks so good with this green one. And the green one has sort of gems in it. It's very bling. So, oh, I'm torn. I mean, it would look fabulous with the neon one. but it is a winter coat, a winter jacket. So I think I will go with the green, green bling one, because it's got the gems in there. And yeah, I'm so tempted. But yeah, I think I'll go with the green, black, and with white and the little rusty gems in there. Yeah, I think those are a gorgeous combination. How did I not even notice that until right now? Anyway, so the next one is a Marc Jacobs metallic tweed. And it's mostly gold, but it's also got these sort of purple and green in there. It's so awesome. I absolutely love it. And I guess I have to go with the zigzag one on this one because it's so perfectly matched. It's got the greens and the sort of purpley magenta in there as well. I think that's a pretty fabulous combination. I shall use that silk chamoose for the lighting. Now we have the Christmas tree, the black and green Linton tweed. Now with this one, I'm planning on heavily beading it with hunter green pearls, glass pearls, and these cut glass green beads. They're absolutely beautiful. They're so gorgeous. So it's going to be really bling and opulent. So I think I'm going to have to go with these green, the bling chamoose. It looks like American cash to me, this one here, because it's green and black and white. So yeah, and it's got gems on it as well. So to me, it's very bling. So I think I'll use that on the Christmas tree one. And then we have the Winter Wonderland one with colourful pom-poms in it. This one is fabulous. And originally I had thought to put the bright blue with it just because I think that's hilarious. That's so funny, that combination. And basically I'm the only one who sees the lining, the silk lining. So it, kind of doesn't matter what I use. But I don't know, maybe I'll use something more mature, more adultish. But oh, that is a fun combination. That is a very fun combination. And I've got 5 yards of the fluoro, the neon. So, I mean, I have to use it up on something. Mind you, have you seen my collection of tweeds? I don't have any problem using up 5 yards of something that fluoro. But this would be a good one. I actually have enough of this Linton tweed to make 2 jackets. So I was going to make one of the winter sort of vintage Chanel look one, and then I was going to make one in a sort of ultra cropped with big sleeves, like the Comme des Garçons one that I made. So yeah, I need lining for 2, so I could do 2 different types of lining. It's the short one, the cropped one with the big puffy sleeves, that I would probably take off and put on the, like if you could wear it to brunch, then I could take that off and put it on the back of the chair. So potentially people will see the lining of that one, whereas the winter one, I don't tend to take full-size jackets off when I'm wearing them out and about. Unless like I have to sprint somewhere or something, then I'll take it off and sort of rest it between the handles of my Chanel bag and sort of jog off. But even then, you don't really see the lining. I am not sure what lining to use. I also have a plain magenta somewhere. I can't remember where I put that silk, but yeah, I think I'll leave it for now because I've kind of used up my spare time and I have to get back to doing the pink tweed. But I shall think on it. If you have any, thoughts, please leave a comment. I'm not sure which one I'll do. Anyway, I'll think about it as I make the pink one. So I've put all the bits that I'm working on to the side here, so I have a clean bench to work on the pink one. But I just thought I'd show you a glimpse of all the work that I have to do in preparation before I can even start doing a video, and hopefully that's interesting to you. So yeah, thank you for watching, and have a lovely holiday season. Well, we're still sort of in that chaotic, frenetic pre-holiday season at the moment, so hopefully it's not too stressful. And I'll see you tomorrow for the full episode of the making of the pink tweed jacket.